Squid Game at first, star Lee Jung-jae questioned if Season 3 was Gi-hun's best ending. Warning: Squid Game Season 3 spoilers. When Lee Jung-jae heard of Gi-hun's passing, he reacted in the same way as almost all Squid Game fans. When I first learned about it, I was likewise rather astonished. I asked the director a lot of questions, like, is this really the best ending for it? Lee told the Wrap. Lee stressed that Squid Game was initially meant to be a one-season program when asked what those discussions looked like. Only because of the first installment's overwhelming success did the series creator and director, Hwang Dong-hyuk, return to create seasons 2 and 3. Even though Gi-hun's passing is tragic, Lee stated, I think director Hwang wanted it to seem like it gave the audience hope as well. I believe that I may have contributed more if Season 1 hadn't been such a big success or if things had gone differently. He said, I may have been more, almost aggressive, in my discussions with the director regarding my ideas. However, I was also coming from a place where I really wanted to totally back director Hwang's idea after seeing the kind of support and faith that everyone has in him as a creator and in his vision. I believed that the best course of action and the appropriate strategy for Squid Game was for him to tell this narrative in his own manner, as he wishes to do. Squid Game concludes on a dismal note, in keeping with the tone of this dystopian thriller. However, as Lee pointed out, there is also some optimism. In the last minutes of Season 3, Gi-hun is faced with a difficult decision after defending Junhee's, Jo Yuri, infant for a fourth of the tournament. He has two options: sacrifice himself or murder this defenseless youngster to win the game again. Although he decides to choose the latter, he turns to face the front man, Lee Byung-hun, and the billionaires who are observing him in his last moments. We are not equines. We are human, Gi-hun retorts, recalling an earlier exchange with the front man. He states, humans are, before his voice falters. To get viewers to consider what it means to them, that last sentence was purposefully left open-ended. It goes without saying that if that sentence had been completed, it would have been a more direct expression of Hwang's opinions and his wishes. However, I think we've always stood by the supporters of Squid Game, Lee said. That is also a portion of the line's meaning. The audience is allowed to complete the statement using their own feelings and perception.